Hello, this is the Tradeside Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 30th of October, and ending Friday, November 4th. Happy Halloween this week to all. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Not much new. Widest day was Friday, really. Nothing extraordinary there. Look at the euro dollar daily chart. Again, same thing. Pretty narrow week until Friday. Made a couple winners, couple losers. Still stuck. Look at the pound. Stuck in this horribly narrow range. No movement there at all. Here's the Aussie dollar. Leaked a little bit, but really, I mean, look, it spent most of the week in 100 pip range. Pound yen, look at that. As tiny as it gets in the pound yen. Really boring. Euro yen, not much more interesting. And the New Zealand dollar. So I would say there's nothing new on the daily charts. I kind of sped through them because there's really nothing new to see here, be gained or learned from them. There's no signals either way. So let's go through the intraday action for the week. 30-minute candles. So you can see Monday through, or the way from Sunday through Friday. And, overall, we basically, look at the euro, 130 pips of range for the whole week, and that includes 45, 50 of it just on Friday, which means less than 100 pips for 4 days. That's really, really bad, obviously. The pound, a little bit better, almost 200 pips, high to low. Nothing extraordinarily interesting. And again, a couple of those, most of that move was on two spikes. So I would say it was a very, very dull week for Forex. Stock market wasn't too much better. Let's just start going through our economic data and see what we get in terms of the week ahead. We've got Sunday building consensus out of New Zealand, retail sales out of Japan, MI inflation gauge out of Australia. We've got business confidence out of New Zealand as well. Then we've got private sector credit out of Australia. Going into Monday, housing starts out of Japan, German retail sales, net lending to individuals, M4 money supply. We've got mortgage approvals, Europe's CPI flash estimate, flash GDP out of Europe, Italian preliminary CPI, Canada's IPPI and RMPI. We got personal income and spending here in the U.S., Chicago PMI. This is all on Monday morning. Loan officer survey. We got the AIG manufacturing index out of Australia. We got the final manufacturing PMI out of Japan. China's got manufacturing PMI and Kaohsiung PMI, and that's out of China. Australia's got their bank rate announcement, as does the Bank of Japan, back-to-back going into Tuesday. Commodity prices out of Australia. Bank of Japan does their press conference. France and Italy go on bank holiday for Tuesday. Retail sales out of Switzerland. Manufacturing PMI out of Switzerland and the UK. Canada's GDP, and the US has manufacturing and ISM manufacturing PMI numbers. Construction spending, the IBD tip economic optimism number, ISM manufacturing, New Zealand GDT price index, Canada, nothing there, unemployment rate out of New Zealand and their labor cost index. A lot of data, but none of it big. Building approvals out of Australia. Going into Wednesday, Japanese consumer confidence, UK nationwide HPI, Spanish and Italian and French and German manufacturing PMI data, along with the broad European sector, construction PMI out of the UK. German 10-year bond auction. We've got ADP non-informed employment change out of the U.S. Crude oil inventories. Got a Fed rate announcement this week, a week before the election. We've got a 2-day Fed meeting, so Wednesday will be the announcement. Australia's AIG services index, bank holiday out of Japan, Australia's trade balance, China's Keckson services PMI. Europe, we got Spanish unemployment, Italian monthly unemployment rate, German services PMI. We've got the European unemployment rate as well. Challenge of job cuts here in the U.S. Rate announcement out of the U.K. as well, Bank of England. So a lot of rate announcements this week. Let's pay attention to all those. Non-farm productivity out of the U.S. and unit labor costs. We've got final services PMI here in the U.S., ISM non-manufacturing PMI, factory orders, natty gas. Retail sales out of Australia. Canada's got a speech, and then Europe's got all the different countries doing their services PMI data, and then the PPI out of Europe, unemployment rate out of Canada and the U.S., along with our trade balance. Wow, so we've got a rate announcement on Wednesday, plus unemployment and trade balance, 2 of our big 3 on Friday. I mean, half size still for our trading in general, less than that on those nights leading into those major numbers. A lot of data this week, and we're coming up to the election. Market's still not moving. We remain half size because of it. But maybe this week will shake some things loose. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, we will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.